What up, family? Project Pat, 3 6 Mafia. Got to say, we seen a big change come in Memphis since they was coming in the game hot. I mean, Memphis always been Memphis, but it's really Memphis now when it comes to the streets. Project Pat, if you don't know, he go around speaking in the prison system and in the jails. He real passionate about it. I got to say I salute Project Pat because he's a humble dude amongst being a millionaire. Amongst the gangsterism in the hip hop game, he never let that get to him and stayed in his own lane. I salute that, even though he did jail time, prison time, different things like that, fam. Now we seeing deaths in Memphis that is hitting home because it's close to, I mean, it's artists like Dolph, you know, Big Juke, Gotti brother, and a lot of underlings. They just had, you know, like a massacre, fam, shooting in Orange Mountain in Memphis. And these type situations is happening on a daily basis. When these dudes shooting them big guns, fam, I mean they hitting mama, kids, and all. You feel me? And ain't got no fault about it. Now I'm gonna get into details on what Project Pat spoke some real on Memphis, in the weather in Memphis, and what it's really like. Now, he was on an interview, shout out to MC8, the Gangster Chronicles. And they was asking Project Pat about Memphis and, the gangsterism. Project Pat kept it all the way real and said Memphis is gangland. He said the OGs is 26, not no older than 26, and got about 40 dudes that they can tell go shoot something, and all of them gonna move. So you can imagine, 26, you ain't even grew up yet. You feel what I'm saying? And he might been an OG since he about 23, 22, getting out of prison. Project Pat also spoke on the laws in Memphis. Catch an aggravated robbery, aggravated, so you have to do 100%. They saying on the murders, these YGs in Memphis ain't getting nothing but 10. No, they cool with going down to do the 10 on bodying somebody. So they cool with that. That's the most of them what they get, and a lot of them is juveniles doing it, and they letting out, on the juvenile tip. I was wondering why, when it comes to Scrape Drop, why was he so comfortable after the Dolph shooting? Now it makes sense after hearing what Project Pat is saying, fam, about the time that they give for the murders, and these dudes willing to go lay down and do it and come back out, get the body. They want the bodies more than the money. They want the clout more than the money. And that's the problem with Memphis, fam. Got a lot of dudes out there hustling and doing their thing, rapping, trying to come up out of there, but the majority of them, fam, just want the clout in the bodies. Just want to be shooters. For 4 years now, since when I was first coming in the game, on this YouTube, and I seen Dolph murder, covered that murder, and I remember in that video, I cried in that video because it was hurtful to see the way it went down with everything that the man was trying to do, coming back to the city, trying to give back, all these different things. But on the other hand, we heard the diss records. We heard the disrespect from the tongue. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be real careful on how you moving, out here. And Project Pat was speaking on that, fam, because he have been through it. People, places, and things is very important, fam. And for Project Pat to be in the position that he's in and speaking out like he's speaking out, because a lot of the OGs still want to be YGs. So they search for the YG's approval like a nut, pretty much. You feel what I'm saying? Like the YG is the OG and you the YG. And that's crazy. You know, a lot of people would say all the OGs be hating, you know, on the YGs, or Chop sound like, you know, he hating on the YGs. He don't understand, like he ain't been there. That's not true. It's just as a father, you can be a dad, but when you grow up as a father, you got to give your child father game. And the game that God is giving me, I'm giving it to the YGs as a father. Some your dad will tell you, fam, not no big homie. The problem in today's time, you know, people want to hear the big homie talk. That ain't about shit. 9 times out of 10, the big homie's just trying to use you. The big homie be the one getting the YG the dope to crash out, or like we saying in Memphis, to give them the pistol, these juveniles, and different things like that, knowing the time that they're gonna give them. And the ones 21, 22, they like, I can go do 10 years, come back when I'm 32, good, long as I got that body. Project Pat saying that's how they thinking, fam. And I can remember, you know, it was a time I went to prison at 15 to where I was on that same level, you know, that same type of time. And I thank God that I was able to come up out that situation. A lot of these individuals, the Most High will have his hand on, I would say, regardless of what they doing, what type of gangsterism. But a lot of people gonna die in it. A lot of people gonna go to jail in it, fam. A lot of people are gonna stay in poverty in it. And this is what Project Pat is speaking on, fam, when it comes to Memphis. I'm glad he's saying it like he's saying it, you feel me, to the world, so people can understand, because that's what's going on. People is matching the time. These YGs is matching, like, I can do this and get this amount of time, because you can murder. Usually, back in the day, they'll give you a life sentence. Black on black crime. We have seen it. Now they don't, because there's so much going on. They give you more time for dope and fraud than they do when it comes to shooting another nigga. You know, they don't care about it. If you look at Memphis, when it comes to Memphis as a whole, they got a lot of black police officers. You know, the majority of the city is black. And sad to say, when it's like that in the United States, it's dangerous. Atlanta became dangerous after a lot of niggas got to packing in up there. You got to seeing what's happening. A lot of competition, a lot of gang separation. You feel me? They say it's hard to make it up out of Memphis. I imagine so. It's like crabs in the bucket. Bunch of niggas. You feel me? And I don't have a lot of respect, fam, which I respect every man as a man, but they actions when it come to Gotti. And a lot of these older OGs that don't speak out, don't go to the prison system, don't do none of these things that Project Pat doing, giving back, because you have took from the community. Individuals fooling the community, fooling these YGs, like you getting them deals and you helping them out, and that's what it is, and signing them on jets, passing out turkeys, bro. That ain't helping nothing, fam. You feel me? People need to hear real shit, what it really is, fam. What this pain, because if you look at it, like Gotti and like these dudes self-made, man, these dudes been in the game since I was a kid, pretty much. You feel what I'm saying? Doing their thing. What more do you want from us, fam? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what do you just want to see us just, I mean, totally crumble, like the whole culture, because they study throw this poison in their fam, and they don't try to make up with it with nothing, like Project Pat speaking the real on what's going on in Memphis. Gotti don't say nothing like he don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. But I will keep y'all updated on situations, family. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.